And now it's the Rob from 106.1 KISS FM here with my tag team partner in podcasting.
Eric Cornish here with WKDQ, back together again.
That's right.
Seems like it's been forever, my friend.
Well, it has been a week, and I apologize for that, and I will apologize for missing a few more episodes here next week. But I'm happy to be here with you, and what a great time. We've got plenty to talk about this week.
That we do, and none of it's really, at this point, revolving around the immediate WWE scene. I know a lot of people say, hey, why don't you talk more about other stuff? So we're going to do that today. We had the debut of Tough Enough.
Right.
So we're going to talk about that. But if you don't care, I'm going to start off talking about something we don't talk about a lot. Because, let's face it, neither one of us really watch it a whole lot, and that's TNA.
Yeah. Well, I don't even have the channel for TNA, so I can't watch it.
And that's a shame. That's a big deal. Of course, we talked about not too long ago, Ring of Honor is now on Destination America. Mm-hmm. TNA looks to be maybe headed out the door. At least that's the rumors I've been hearing. The rumors I've been hearing say that they've got one more TV taping left in July, and that's it. They have nothing else scheduled.
But so, they do a bunch, don't they, in one?
They usually do 4 or 5 weeks maybe at one time, so that could take them through the summer, I guess. So last night I just sit down. Now I always DVR TNA. Sometimes I go back and watch it.
Yeah, I understand.
Don't do that very often. But last night, I guess just the things that we were DVRing, I go and turn my TV on and it's on because it's
the channel.
I had a couple different things. Yeah, the channel already goes there. So, and the first thing I see standing in the middle of a TNA ring on this live episode is Jeff Jarrett in a Global Force Wrestling t-shirt.
Really?
And I said, I'm going to watch TNA tonight because something's going down.
Okay.
So Jeff Jarrett cuts this emotional promo in the ring last night saying he gets a call from TNA. They want him to come, and basically what they said is they want him to come and wrestle in this King of the Mountain match, which is the originated idea from him, back in the day. And they're going to have that this Sunday on their pay-per-view.
Okay.
And now he's going to be in this King of the Mountain match. And he, the whole emotional promo, he talked about Global Force Wrestling. Obviously he was wearing the t-shirt. His wife was there in the ring with him. And, it was a strange deal. But it was almost like they were strictly focusing on the fact that they wanted him to come and wrestle. Now, I'm seeing one of two things here. Either this is the end for TNA, and a Slammiversary 13th anniversary show, they see it only fitting to let Jeff Jarrett go out, the correct way instead of just disappearing from TV. And this is the end, and it's, going to kind of come full circle. Or maybe they have worked out a deal with either Destination America or another network and Global Force Wrestling, maybe to team up here. I don't know.
So you think a TNA Global Force Alliance?
Could be. It could be an invasion sort of angle that comes out of this. Maybe Ring of Honor's involved in this too that we just don't know about.
You are always cooking up something.
I'm just saying, this is too weird, because normally I wouldn't put that kind of stuff on TNA.
I understand.
But the way so here's what else happened last night.
It does have the feel of like the Monday Night War kind of surprise.
It does. And the show didn't stop there because I kept watching. I'm like, well, now I'm gonna keep watching, see what happens. So Bram, who is that's actually Charlotte's boyfriend, I think.
Okay.
I think they're dating. Bram is the star that's on TNA, and he does this open challenge, which I guess has been a thing. I don't know. I haven't been watching. And who comes out but Vader?
Really?
Vader comes out to wrestle this guy. And Vader, he's seen his better days, but he held up his own end. Match ends in a disqualification, and who runs out to save Vader from the attack that Bram was putting on him? Matt Morgan.
Wow, that's a lot happening here.
Matt Morgan, who has been absent, and was thought to be out of the wrestling business altogether, comes back and destroys Bram, and they announce that match is happening at Slammiversary now.
Huh.
And so then the next thing that happens, you've got the two factions that have been fighting, which is like the Rising, or whatever it's, the Rising I think is what it's called, and the BDC, which involves like, BDC is like MVP and Low Key, and it was Samoa Joe, now it's Kenny King is part of that.
Okay.
And they're fighting with the Rising, which is Hakusa, used to be Camacho, and Drew McIntyre, Drew Galloway, and then some other dude. So they're fighting, they're brawling. And then Hernandez, who hasn't been in TNA forever, he's been on Lucha Underground. He shows up and he joins the BDC, and so it's like all this hot shotting going on. So it's like either they're really trying, and something's happening, or this is just the end of TNA altogether, and they're like, forget it, we're just going to hotshot until we...
Well, I mean, it could. I mean, that's what WCW did right before they went out of business. I mean, it was a title change sometimes twice a Monday.
That's true. That's true. So I'm not saying that this is going anywhere. It could just be this is the end, and we're just going to do whatever we can. We're going to spend the rest of our money and bring in these guys and just try to get some attention.
Well, we'll find out, and we probably won't have to wait all that long to find out.
No, I don't think so. But just very interesting to see Jarrett there in TNA, and if this is the end, I'm glad he gets the chance to go out in the company that he created.
Sure.
So anyway, that's all I wanted to share of last night's TNA. If you watched it, what do you think's going on? Let us know. We would appreciate that.
So what about? Did you watch Tough Enough this week?
I did. I did watch Tough Enough. It is maybe the third or fourth different format for this show that's been around since what 2000.
Yeah, 2001 I think it started.
Yeah, so what do you think of first impressions of the new format?
You know, I didn't dislike it at all. It is very, like, something about that American Idol style of voting is kind of passé to me, but whatever, that's fine. I kind of liked the format. I wish they would cut to the Full Sail University set less and give me more from the pre-tapes, personally. But I kind of like how the judges give their critique at the end and then the fans ultimately get to choose. The format's cool with me.
Yeah, I kind of like it, and I like that it's you're living in the moment. You're not watching a show that's been completely pre-taped, and then you know you're just seeing the results now, and somewhere out there there's spoilers on the internet. You know what I mean? It's not like that. It's like this, you know, is going on very, very recent.
Right.
You know? So I do like that. You know, the judges could have done a little bit more for me, especially Hogan. I mean, but Hogan's Hogan. And, you know, it's good to have him there as a judge. It adds credibility
to the
show.
Did you have more to say about that?
Well, I was just going to say, the only problem is with this show, you know, you're going to be at the mercy of the editing, you know, process. You're going to be at the mercy of what they decide to put in the show.
That's a good point.
But Jericho did a cool interview on, like, the red carpet afterwards and said, you know, but that's why in this reality era, you've got to make them use your stuff. You've got to stand out, and you've got to make them notice you to put you in the show, whether it's a good or bad thing. So, but anyway, I liked it. I thought it was good.
Do you have any early favorites? Because someone's jumping out at me as my favorite.
You know, I don't right now. I mean, that's the only problem I have with this, because you know the former episodes you could look and go, this guy's got something, or this girl's got something, and right now I really don't see one that stands out. I like ZZ a lot. I don't know if he has what it takes to be a wrestler, but a character, man, he's got it.
Well, let's talk about this, because first of all, I want to say that they're doing a better job than any other season of choosing who to put in that house this time. I feel like most of them look like wrestlers or divas, especially the divas. When you look back at season 1 of Tough Enough, you had so many little guys, none of them looked like wrestlers.
Yeah.
This looks like a house full of wrestlers, and I like that part. You mentioned ZZ as standing out as the character, and I think that ZZ is my favorite right now heading into this. I don't need everyone to be rough-cut, big bodybuilder types. Not that I don't think he's got a terrible physique. We've certainly seen worse in wrestling.
Sure.
But he seems to, his character is on point already, and it seems legit to me.
It's himself.
Yeah.
So that's good for me. I like him.
And of course, I'm glad the audience saved him, but Hogan put him as his last choice. This makes so much sense if you think about what Hogan, know, Hogan's path as a wrestler. He'd hate somebody like ZZ.
Sure.
But the audience, I was like, they'll step up, they'll save him, and they did.
Yeah, as far as looks go, I like this Dama guy, the guy from Egypt or whatever. Got a really good look to him. So does Alex, I believe is his name, the bald guy. Like, I kind of like his look. Okay. And then on the girls' side, the Jersey Devil girl, I like her a lot too.
The girls look like they could all be divas.
Yeah, I think so.
And so I actually wouldn't be shocked if many of them become divas instead of just one. But I like kind of what's happening. I like how they're focusing on the drama and stuff that makes it different from a normal wrestling program. So I dig that.
And I like that they're not living in like some kind of fancy house this time.
Yeah.
They're actually just living in the performance center that's been dressed up to look like a house. So I think that's cool.
So I'm with it. I've seen half of like the lead-in special, and I haven't seen the post show yet, but I do want to watch those. But I'm really excited about this season personally.
Yeah, and forget about now. Again, I know a lot of people in the business. I know a lot of people that are on the indies that have applied for this show and things like that. And I think I see some of them getting bent out of shape over who they chose or who they didn't choose and who they sent home. But let's remember, this is reality TV. This is to create good TV, and hopefully it will create a superstar, which it hasn't done in the past.
Correct.
That's the only hope that would be better. But I like the fact that they take people, some of which don't have any wrestling experience. That's okay.
Yeah.
Teach them how to wrestle, and you have NXT now. It's not like you're just going to put them on the main roster. You can send them to NXT. You can hone their skills and see their progression, which that you didn't have before.
I feel like more so than any other season, this one has the potential to produce a star or a few stars.
Sure.
So that was my take on it. Did you like Tough Enough? Did you hate Tough Enough? Let us know. Our emails are right there on the bottom. Of course, you can leave us a comment. So are we wrapping up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up, and let us know who's your early favorite too. We would like to know that.
Right now, I'm a ZZ guy, and I'm not usually into that kind of character, but he already seems like a Wyatt to me.
Yeah,
naturally.
I think that's that's where I could see him going for sure.
So for myself, the Robin, of course.
For Eric Cornish, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week right here on the Enhancement Channel.